Get you that kung fu swang.
It's another one of those old Frank Monday productions coming at you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna give you a quick overview of my desk situation here at home, because I'm gonna clean it up today. And so, as a result, I want to have a little record of before and after. I got live video going, so chica. Let's have a look. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, since I got injured and I've been recovering, my whole area has turned into a bit of a mess. So this is a little before shot. And so what I'm gonna do is I'll do some cleaning and then I'll give you an after shot. So I'm going to have to clean and organize my workspace. And then once I'm done doing that, then I can reshoot this video and show you what a cleaned up and organized workspace looks like. Additionally, I have to get this lamp above head level, so maybe I'll figure out a way to attach it here and then have it somewhere over here, because the lamp, when you're working, is always supposed to be above your head. And some of you may know that I'm talking about magical operations, not mundane ones. So you can see that I've got a couple of patriotic flares in my workspace. Number one, I got my little flag to remind me where I'm from. Then I've got my little song. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty above thy fruited plain. And then to back that up, I've got the old Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So the main focus will be clearing off and organizing this desk, and then trying to organize these cubbies a little better, and this area of tools and books, and then something with that area as well. Yeah, looks like a lot of work, man. So, you know, like they say, there's no time like the present. And let's get to it. Shake your ass. As above, so below. I'll see you in the future. 再见. All right. Q&A with Monday. Don't know if this is working. Morning. Y'all doing all right today? Frank Monday. Making a little coffee. Can you hear me? I don't know, maybe so, but a bachelor is leading to be. Anybody out there? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Hey there. Morning. Headaches all the time. A little bit sad. Can you guys hear that music? There's music playing in my fucking... That's some strong coffee right there. Hope y'all doing all right this morning. It's a cold and gray day today. Yeah, still have headaches, sadly. They're better though. You know, having that problem and having that problem is a bummer. But it started, like I said, it started back in October. So the fact, give me a second, the fact that I'm still alive is happy days, right? Again, Sandy, my wife, Sandy, she thinks that it was Michael trying to pull me into the spirit world. Like my mom says, oh, your brother wouldn't do that to you. But if everything, you know, the ancients say is true, like Plato and stuff, and it's genuinely better out there, then absolutely that's what dying folks would do. They'd be like, hey man, it's great out here, why don't you fucking join me? Let go of that old mud body that's failing you. So the spiritualists tend to believe that, you know, the body is the corpse, death, and those who pass into the realm beyond, they try to wake you up from that. Be like, hey, don't even worry about it, man. Just come on over. It's great out here. The water's great. Yeah, so I'm doing better with the headaches. I feel better in general, which is good. Oh, it's a long road to recovery after something like that, I would imagine. But you just got to take it step by step. I think a lot of our problems are going to be partially due to all this high-tech shit. Fucking started with the teeth, you know, the wisdom teeth. They were giving me hell, and so I had them pulled and thought, yeah, I'm in no hurry, thank you for that. So I had the wisdom teeth pulled thinking that would be the end of my problems, and it wasn't. It was just the beginning. I kind of knew growing up as a kid that buying into the whole You know, once you solve, here's your problem, identify it and solve it, and then you're going to be in better shape. It's a pipe dream. Because once you solve one problem, then another problem crops up right after it. That's the nature of human life. It's just the way it works. But that's good. That's the experience that we come here for. To figure it all out. Like Lao Tzu says, those who know do not speak, and those who speak do not know. So all these cats out there claiming they know something, they're the pretenders. They really don't. And humanity's a lot better off when more sages come forward and admit that we don't really know anything. We're just playing at it. Like old Andre 2000 says, just get out there and shake your ass. That's all I know how to do. So Socrates was the wisest man because he admitted that he knew nothing. He said, I know that I do not know. And the Oracle of Delphi said, thus you are wiser than any other man alive. And yeah, so that's me, man. I'm Socrates. I know that I do not know. I'm no Socrates, though. Fuck, man. I am, though. We all are. You, me, and the next guy. Anybody that admits that human knowledge is vastly limited and that we're just coming up with conceptualizations and that we truly do not know. No, we're just guessing at it. Just beating around the bush. Because if you know, then you just check out, you just disappear. That's what happens. I'm supposed to be cooking, but I figured I'd be a little lazy. You like the hair? Let's see what we got here. It's always nice to have a hat on. That way people don't have to look at my funny hair. Here's the hat. Boop. That gives me a more professional appearance. Alrighty, so who wants to watch me wash dishes? Fun stuff. If you got any questions, let me know. Chimney sweep. I'm listening to Irish folk songs. You know me. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. It doesn't seem like you probably can. Let's see if I can find what I know. And see what we can find. The past is gone forevermore. Last in time. What happened to us then won't happen once again. Memories, years may come and years may go, may find go slow. some are bad. Just begun. See if I know any of these lyrics. Shines with you. In endurance, a single thing we've been through. It wasn't always smooth. Sometimes we jump the groove. They're sleeping still. Yeah, our kids are in bed. It's only 9 a.m. here. And we're still on vacation. They got a week of vacation left. I have only a couple of days. I'm supposed to go back to work, but I haven't heard officially. My manager hasn't actually messaged me. Though my school has offered to renew my contract. They want me to renew even longer, so I guess they like me. That's good. Even after paying for my operation, they still want to keep me on. I think they probably have insurance as well, that they didn't actually have to pay it themselves. So that's good. Just checking to see if anybody's chiming in. I'm gonna wash these dishes. Are you still there? I'm gonna wash these dishes and then I'm gonna make some breakfast. Always good times. Aha. I see some thumbs up. Appreciate that. I think someone's still out there. So anything interesting going on? I was thinking about my experience with Mothman the other day. And let me illustrate, I didn't have an experience with Mothman the other day, but I was thinking about the time that I encountered Mothman back in, I think it was 2017. I was out in Rossmore, California. Where's that? Seal Beach, where Lisa used to live. And I was staying with her, and I had heard a program on paranormal radio. Forget the name of it. Oh, doesn't matter. But in the program, the guy recommended going out to the same place every night for at least 2 weeks, like just any place where you could concentrate and have some peace and quiet for 30 minutes or an hour, 20-30 minutes an hour, but going out at the same time, same place every night for 2 weeks, and something is guaranteed to have, where you can have a view of the sky and a little bit of uninterrupted free time. But okay, so that's basic procedure. So you need a quiet open space, like even like your yard, mama, like you just went on, stepped on the back porch, where the cats aren't harassing you. And every night, same time, evening, for 2 weeks, and looking up into the sky. You have to be consistent. You have to say, okay, like you program it in your mind. You say, okay, this is a ritual. This is something I'm going to do every night for the next 2 weeks. And then you're guaranteed to have a paranormal experience. So I was doing that, and I thought, that's worth a shot. Every night, around the same time, 6:30, 7 o'clock, right after dusk, and standing there and looking up at the sky. And he said, be careful though, because it can be scary for a lot of folks, turning on to the paranormal. And he said, you're guaranteed to have a paranormal experience. So I thought, that should be easy enough to do. Just be consistent, go to the same place every night for 2 weeks, and look up at the sky for 20-30 minutes, an hour, and stand out there and wait for a paranormal experience to occur. And don't try to think, you know, hey, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna see a UFO? Am I gonna see what this, that, or the other thing? Just let it happen. Be natural about it, but know that something's going to happen, whatever it is. So anyway, I was doing that, and I went out every night, you know, because I wanted to take a smoke break, of course. Smoking has been one of the most spiritual things for a lot of people. It's anyway, use of tobacco is shamanistic. So I did that. Let's see if I can. This particular song is annoying me. Get a little sip of my coffee here. Oh, there we go. This is a good one. Anyway, so I did that. I went out to the same place for every night for a couple of weeks, and I saw a Mothman. Hey, good morning. I'm washing some dishes, and I'm talking to someone. So you'll be seeing it here. Good morning. So every day for 2 weeks I went out there, and I saw a Mothman. So I was looking up at the sky, and the moon. Let me set the scene for you. I'm out in Seal Beach, California, and I'm out there every night for a couple of weeks. And finally one night I was looking up, and I wasn't expecting to see Mothman. It's not what I was looking for. I wanted to see a UFO. I just kept looking up at the sky every night, and I said, show me something. Show me a UFO. Show me whatever. Open the sky. Show me a vortex. Show me a portal. You know, even a shooting star. Whatever. Something. Jeez. Sometimes life can be so mundane. And well, show me nothing. I thought that was fine too. I wasn't pushing. So, don't know if it was exactly 2 weeks or not, but that was my goal. My intended goal was to go out there for 2 weeks. And I should have taken better records on it, but I didn't at the time. Maybe I did. I'm a pretty meticulous record keeper, typically. But the moon, I knew it was the full moon. And I don't think the full moon was up yet, but I could perceive the full moon, and I knew it was around the time of the full moon, and I'd started it around the time of the new moon, which is my typical pattern. And the clouds, there were clouds in the sky, and they were illuminated by the energy of the full moon, even though the full moon I don't think was up yet, but I could see that the city lights and the full moon were somehow illuminating the clouds. So it was kind of a dark sky with silvery gray clouds floating in and out, and a creature that I would best be able to describe as a humanoid creature, kind of like a white ape. Kind of like an ape man covered in fur, and the fur was like electrified, like when a cat gets startled or angry and all the hair stands on end. That's what this creature, its hair was doing. And so it was probably larger than a man. It was kind of a Sasquatch creature, and it had like smoke gray colored hair all over its body. And it moved with the natural grace of like a squirrel. and it climbed up the side of the wall. And let's see, and I remember it had a simian face, like an ape-like face and an ape-like body, and probably I would imagine from its distance for me, I was maybe 100 yards away, less than 100 yards, between 100 and 300 feet, so like 200, maybe 200 feet away, so nearly 100 yards. And so it was probably between 6 to 8 feet tall, but it was you can't say that it was in flight, but it moved as if it was levitating or flying. That sounds really miasmic. The best way to describe it is that it moved like a squirrel moves, like when you watch a squirrel climb a tree. And it was much like a 6 to 8 foot humanoid simian squirrel with smoke gray electrified hair. So it had the face was kind of Caucasian-ish, and the hair was like, ape-like, but not really ape-like. Anyway, so that was basically the ape-like creature. And I call him Mothman. He didn't have wings because the fur, the hair on the body, in its electrified state, like its agitated state, it looked like it was a humanoid creature of the moon moth. Like, you sometimes get those giant moon moths out on your porch in the countryside. That's what it looked like. Its construction and body and so on was humanoid, anthropomorphic, but its composition was more like that of the moth insect, but no wings. Anyway, so I was shocked and surprised to see it, obviously, and I looked at it bold-faced, mouth agape, and it was male. I could tell it was male, and he knew I was there. They have telepathic communication. Well, you may not know, but they can. He knew I was there, and he shot. Okay, so I saw him appear about on the side of the building. So I'm facing west, and or maybe southwest, something like that. And he appeared catty corner to me at a 45-degree angle off of the south heading. So I'm facing south-southwest. He's in the south-southwest direction. He shoots up the side of a building like a squirrel, and then jumps just like a squirrel, and then takes flight like a flying squirrel, no tail, like a flying squirrel, and shoots horizontally across the sky, and then mixes with the clouds and disappears. So that was what I received after a couple of weeks of looking into the sky every night, just after sunset. That occurrence, though, it didn't. I remember I prepped myself. I did the preparatory work by looking up at the sky every night, but that particular experience, I don't think was during a session, during a dusk session. I think it was after I had gone back to sleep and then snuck back out, like right after midnight. And so it occurred probably after midnight, maybe 2, 3 in the morning. Yeah, so like, between 12 and 3 a.m. probably. Well, there we go. I had music and then I turned it off accidentally. So it was Mothman. Mothman, paranormal experience with Mothman. I'm curious, have you ever had a Mothman experience? If you have, let me know. Amazing, I got like 200 Irish folk songs on here, and I can't even seem to find... Oh, yeah, and a little more about Mothman. I felt like as he zoomed up the side of the building and then jumped over like a squirrel and kind of flew through the air like a flying squirrel. His arms were up this way and his legs were that way. And he was... Let's see, he climbed up the wall, he just jumped out, and then he just shot across the sky and then mixed with the clouds, kind of went behind a tree. I watched him for, I don't know, how long does that take? Let's see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1000. So maybe like 4 or 5 seconds is about the amount of experience I had with him. And in that amount of time, I was able to perceive, wow, this dude, I've been waiting a couple of weeks, focusing my energy on piercing the veil. And within that time, this dude was able... I was able to push through the veil for 4 or 5 seconds, right? Set it up. Took 2 weeks to set up my chi to be able to push through the veil for 4 to 5 seconds. So you can see how much energy it takes and how much concentration and focus to get one brief experience. Yeah, ghost cats. So I was going to tell you that in that 4 to 5 seconds, it was very revealing because, one, it was 100% genuine. This dude shifts in. Dude, I'm saying dude. It could have been my dad, right? Could have been Pops. But this creature shifts in from a parallel, from where, what? We don't know anything. But anyway, well, I know I have my evidential experience. That's all I got. Yeah, of course, you cat ladies are going to have tons of ghost cats. That's why you need to do your banishing rituals to clear them out of there. Yeah, if they're bothering you. If they're not bothering you, who cares? But they need to move on. Astral dregs. But, who knows? Who knows what they're up to? Ghost cats could be having their own good time. But ghostly energy is never that useful. Spiritual energy is bright, illuminated. Like I was saying, that creature was not a ghost, what I saw. It was a paranormal shift, and he was an empowered being. And huge power. Like, I could feel, like, when you see an animal and they electrify their body with their chi, with their spirit. Not chi is not spirits. Chi is a force of. Chi is a kind of electromagnetic life force, right? And the spirit can use it. The spirit can vibrate with chi. But there are many different layers and levels of chi. So, like when you see the chi, and like Mothman is, because he's like a Sasquatch. He's like an immortal, paranormal, supersensual dimension creature. And when you see one of those shift into our reality, and then scramble up a wall and poof, and then shoot out across the moonlit sky, I could connect with his face directly. And I knew that, or I had a kind of grokking. Grok is when you have gnosis that enlightens you intuitively. I knew that he was peaceful, and he could be a predator too, and a warrior, and it's a type of creature that has done away with clothing, obviously, because it has that natural covering of it wasn't even like hair, like I was saying. It was more like he was a mammalian insect. Like he was partially insect, but partially mammalian too. A synthesis. I mean, because we're talking about a creature that dwells in this world, but in a way in which ordinary humanity has no knowledge of them, really. So, very cool. Very cool. Light being pure light. Yeah, like a satire. Yeah, I know your mom encountered a satire when she was traveling one time when I was a kid. She was going to and from school. I remember that story. She saw ghosts too. And she also had angelic communication. Angelic beings helped her. And remember Samael, or Sam, the black snake there towards the end. I encountered that black snake in Dreamland one night. I had, again, getting in and out of the spirit world, the paranormal, requires a lot of energy and time and good timing. So I had spent several months or weeks studying and focusing my chi on going into dreamland, or, you know, experiencing lucid dreaming and the astral things. And that snake appeared to me, and I was frightened, and it was trying to strangle me. And I jumped up and I shot a 5-pointed star, flaming red, on top of it, and trapped it in my circle of art, and then made it disappear, and was able to relax. So it was like a battle with the black demonic snake Samael, and I had power over it. I remember when I first started learning magic, I would have nightmares and have the sleep paralysis and be, you know, frightened to death. Couldn't do anything. But after studying Kung Fu and magic for years, when I get into the spirit world and I encounter either astral dregs or ghosts or demonic beings, now I can command them and have no fear of them. It's like, well, I guess because I'm all grown up now. I'm a man now. Because you grow up and you grow up and you grows on up, and you all grown up, and y'all big old bad man and shit. Big old badass fighting demons. Oh well, though, sometimes they get you. Sometimes they don't, though. I'm gonna try to sneak in a puff here. Try not to get caught. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I've been thinking about vaping and getting myself a vapor. I think that it would be probably better for me, and at least, maybe not better for me, but I could do it less, because I've been smoking really, really little. Maybe 3 to 5 cigarettes a day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4 cigarettes a day, something like that. Been just taking about half of one each time. Yeah, so I think I'll get an e-cigarette and try a little vaping occasionally. Yeah, it's not bad. 2, 3. I've just been doing half at a time. I know you're not supposed to have cigarettes, but think about maybe getting, a vapor. Anyway, so more paranormal experiences. I'll tell you another paranormal story. I'll tell you about the times I've summoned lightning and thunder. 3 solid times. I should go in and cook breakfast though. Yeah, so 3 different times I've been able to summon lightning and thunder in a very tangible way. Each one though did require a long time of gathering chi and energy to make it happen. Don't get caught doing that shit. I think I pulled it off. Doesn't look like anyone's up. Here's my statue of Master Lu Dongbing. You may or may not know that Master Lu Dongbing is my patron saint. He is the Taoist immortal, one of the 8 immortals. Yeah, so Master Lu, he could summon lightning and thunder. He was a student of the school of complete reality. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe I've shared my lightning stories before. I don't necessarily need to share those right now. Let's see if I can switch that out. Hey, there's one right now. Don't know all the lyrics though. This is one I definitely want to memorize. Merry month of May, for my home and started with the shoes and bird. Me broken hearted saluted father dear. Kiss me darling mother, drank a pint of beer. Smothering death for each around the day that I was born. Found the black twine. Ghosts and goblins are rattling over the books to rough and all the dogs. Dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut the hair and turn her down the rocky road. You know the ways from love and left. They're all da. Love you too. Miss you as well. I'd like to pay you guys a visit this year. Hopefully that'll work out. Appreciate that. Yeah, that would be good. that would be good. If you wonder why I'm putting my hand on my head, it's I can tap this 1, 2, 3 times and switch the song. It screws it up. There it goes. Yeah, I get enough rest. I slept, I slept last night from 10:30, 11. I think we finally fell asleep about 11. I slept from 11 to 7 this morning. So that's solid hours, no interruptions. Didn't wake up in the night. But yeah, I probably don't look rested. That's because I'm recovering from brain surgery still. I mean, it's been what? 2.5 months now since I had that surgery. But like I said, you know, the area where they had to cut in and clip the aneurysm is, you know, it is what it is. And it's something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. So yeah, it gives me headaches in this area, and it probably always will, according to what I've been reading. That website you sent me about aneurysms, they said that oftentimes you're gonna end up living with headaches for the rest of your life. But it's mild. It's nowhere near the pain that I was in prior to the surgery. I was suffering bad from October, November, December. It started on October 1st and I had my surgery on December 5th. So all of October, September, October, November, all of October and November, I was in excruciating pain. Consistent, you know, from morning till night. And yeah, so I'm better now. I'd say I'm at 95%, and the headache levels, like, I think I was talking about it with Michelle, and she's like, well, you know, what are the levels if you had a scale of 1 to 10? So I was at a level 10 of pain prior to surgery, and then dropped afterwards down to like a level 4, 5, 6, and now, like 0 being perfect, now I'm at like a 2 or 3 most of the times. Some days I'll drop to a 0, 0, 1, 2, and then, but you always know it's there, like your body's been violated. So I was talking to my doctor about it, and he said, you know, it's just something you got to get used to now, because you're an aneurysm survivor, and you may have possibly had an aneurysm that already hemorrhaged, and you know, we clipped off the one we found, and you know, he said that according to the story I told, you know, the 2 months of enduring suffering, that probably I had an aneurysm and it popped, and then I had another aneurysm, and that's the one they were able to clip. So yeah, I don't know how it all works, and they don't know either, and nobody does truly know, because it's, you know, they call it science, but it's really just a pseudoscience. That type of thing could either come or go, You know, you could live with an aneurysm that never pops your entire life. You could have an aneurysm that could pop and kill you within 24 hours. You could have an aneurysm that could pop and you could have hemorrhaging in your brain and it not kill you. You could have an aneurysm and it pop and hemorrhage in your brain and not kill you but turn you into a vegetable. You know, so there's just it could go any direction. I'm just I'm happy that mine went the direction where I'm still here for a while. Yeah, so that's good. I wasn't ready to check out. I'm too young. I got a lot more studying to do. I got to master Hebrew, French, German, Latin, Chinese. I spent in that sweet little town, but sad misfortune came over me and caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations. Follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the black velvet band. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. It's funny, I have so many of these Irish songs on here. There's so many that I'm not familiar with, or that, like, different Irish bands will sing them with different lyrics, but same choruses, but they'll change, like, the names of cities and stuff, and sometimes they'll change the names of the characters. Oh yeah, do your thing. You don't gotta stay on here. I just figured I'd live stream for a while. I've been on here, what, about an hour now? Yeah, you know that this is a public forum, so you don't have to tell me that. The famous unoriginal statement about on the internet chat rooms and stuff when people say they gotta leave. Other people will say this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. I'll just keep live streaming. But I do need to make some breakfast here, and I will. And you can join me in that endeavor, whoever's out there, and that I'm familiar with, that I can sing along to. What's this one? This one sounds like one I might know. Let's see what's going on over here. Alright, do your thing. I'll show you how to cut an apple. Love you, Mama. And whoever else is out there in Happy Land. Cool, man. What's happening, guys? Time to make a little breakfast. Let's see if I can get that. Oh. The day that I left home. These are the words that my grandfather said to me the day that I left home. Don't come back. May you be half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead. Alright, this is a little Irish tune I like to sing when I'm cooking breakfast. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, one more time. A weaver, a Celtic weaver. I am a Russia roving blitz. I have silver in me bushes. I'll follow the roving blitz. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, one, yo. By Glasgow City. Nancy whiskey I chanced to smell. Beside her 7 long years I loved her well. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, one more time. The more I loved her, the more I kissed her, the more she smiled. Me father's teaching, Nancy whiskey had me beguiled. Hee. That's right, I am trying to cut this apple. I thought you were signing off for the day. Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey. There it is. Alright, so this is the way it works. I'll teach you. Good to see you back. So you wash your apple, then you got to skin it. So first you take the core out thusly. Then you take out the bottom. Boop. Then this is way too soft here. But anyway, potato peeler. And off with your skin. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. The more I kissed her, the more I loved her. The more I kissed her, the more she smiled. I forgot me father's teaching. Nancy whiskey had me beguiled. Alright. There it is. Boop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Put a lid on it. That's right. Alright, so once you get her peeled, Yeah, then you slice her 4 quarters. Yud Hey Vah Hey, the 4 elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Then you pop out the cores, because those aren't tasty. Then you slice these into thirds. That's it, see? Boop. Stays the same. There it is there. Then I gotta put a lid on it. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Good stuff. Very sweet. There's a lid. I'll save those for the kids. I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Of your beauty stays the same. All right. Now I will teach you how to make porridge. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? So, I like to keep my rice in smoothie for Tanya made. Ooh, Tanya made smoothies? That's nice. Fruit smoothie with milk. Or, let's see. So this is a good rice. And then I will of your beauty stays the same. So there's the rice. And rinse it off. You gotta clean it up a couple times. Make sure there's no schmegma in there. I think I know this song is The Town I Love So Well. Memories I will always see, the town I have loved so well. Alright. Yeah, so a couple of cups of rice, rinse it off, and then fill it with water. The key to making rice porridge as opposed to just rice is you use an excess amount of water, maybe 5 to 10 times. water to rice. Pick up the heat. We're gonna have to turn on the fan. So yeah, we'll put it on a high heat. Of course, you don't want to burn it. Someone's at the door. Delivery guy, he brought me some pretzel breads. My heat's a little high. So with your porridge, you want to bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Alright, we got 3 packs of pretzel breads, a head of garlic, a pound cake, 2 bags of brown sugar, and 2 packages of white jade tofu. It's a nice morning delivery. These pretzel breads are my favorite, man. I have these delivered like every day. So look at these bad boys. They are like it's like a pretzel, but it's kind of a soft bread. So good. Really nice. Tastes like a soft doughy pretzel. You didn't tell me what's in your smoothie. Sure why I even need that, but somebody ordered it. Pound cake. So good. Stuff. This shot. away from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll drink when I'm hungry, I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. If the moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll drink when I'm dry. If the moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the little land of Ireland, presenting those rowdy, randy Irish Rovers. In 1806 we set sail for the Sweetie of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. She was rigged fore and aft, she was rigged fore and aft, and oh, how the wild winds drove her. She had been keeping masts and stood several blasts, and we called her the Irish Rover. There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. And our ship lost its way in the fog. Oh Lord, what a shock! Over 9 times out around, and the poor old dog was drowned by the lust of the Irish Rover. Put a lid on it. I was talking to my mom. Just saying hi. What about you? You're talking to someone? Put a lid
stop, I just can't stop.
Get this up, go. Yeah, so once you get it boiled, you gotta bring it to a boil, but you don't want it to boil over. So I like to stir it, make sure that the rice isn't sticking to the bottom. So you need to back off that heat a little bit before it boils over. You're looking at 10 to 15 minutes. I see a couple of those kids up. Let's see if they want some. So I drew a few cards this morning. Yeah, I'm using it. What's up? I put the bread over there if you want it. Yeah, I like the website. It gives you 3 randomly generated cards. So I chose you need that. Wheel of Fortune for myself. Magician for the future, near future. So good stuff, good cards. So what does that tell you? Don't know if you read cards or not. But if you do, you could learn something from that. We're bubbling. Oh shit. Okay. I wonder if you guys saw that. So once you get it to a boil, once you get your rice porridge to a boil, you want to turn it down to a simmer. I like to boil it for a couple of minutes. But you don't want to burn it, man. Do not burn your rice porridge. Set the timer, 15-20 minutes. I'll set it. This rice is a kind of a harder-ish rice. I'll set it for 16 minutes. Yeah, I should plug all that shit. Because when we knock it around, bro. Knock it over. You might need to get slapped. Yeah, that happens occasionally. If you guys are being troublemakers, you will get smacked right upside the head. What?
When does Paul wake up?
Oh, just now. Same as you guys. You guys all wake up at the same time. All right, we're running out of power here. These guys need to be fed, and they need their diapers changed. They need their diapers changed. You know how kids are. Yeah, so those were my 3 cards, and I drew them to reinforce their message. And to, I like to learn, you know, I'm a hard studying guy. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here later, Gator. I'm gonna make breakfast, get these goofballs fed. All right, we're live. Frank Monday coming at you. Straight out the GHETTO. Little Dre Bay.
Oh, I hurt my knee.
Did you? Good job.
Good job.
Good job. What about a jacket for me?
他说让你等着。
哎呀妈！
你这衣服还挺帅。
那我们先下去。
你没有衣服。
没关系，他一会儿给我拿。
有关系。哎呦。
没关系，他一会儿给我拿，对吗？What's up, Dre Bay? You ready to go? It's kind of cold today, huh?
可能-30度到30度。
几度
？-3到3。
负3到3。Are you serious?
嗯。
My daughter just told me that today is -3 degrees centigrade down to 3 degrees centigrade. So it's right around right around freezing. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about that? God, I look like death warmed over. That's all right, because I feel like death warmed over too. I got my chin strap. Chin strap, check. You got your chin strap? Oh, nice. Don't draw in the, don't.
Why?
Don't. Because I told you not to, man. That's why.
我为什么要听他们的？
You don't do it right now. Don't do it. Look, you can't draw here. It says something. It says, need you cake fuck.
这不是你说的吗？
No.
这不是你写的吗？
No, somebody else wrote it. Wasn't me, man. But I'm pretty sure they're writing it to me because I'm the only one that's an English speaker in this neighborhood. So they're writing it to me. They're saying, hey, Lao Wai, why don't you fuck off and die? That's always fun, So nice of them. Some immature asshole.
I know.
Yeah. It's funny because when I was younger, I would have cared. But now that I'm older, I don't give a fuck. I'll slap you in the mouth, motherfucker.
I can do that.
I'll knock your goddamn chin strap straight off your face.
All right.
It's good to be
Let's get that on the
older.
tray.
Let's get out on the tray.
Nice.
Nice.
I hope y'all can remain my nigga after this. Thank you for watching Lunar Light Entertainment. Have a great day.